This is Artifacts of Mars, and you better get the kids out of the room. I might slip up on the language. Okay? This is concerning Obama's pledge to create a civilian military as large and as powerful as our army. We're going to go back in history a little bit and take a look at what he said. He said he wanted to create a civilian force as large and as powerful as our army before any vote was ever cast. The instant I heard that, I said, no way, Turkey. You are not getting a vote from me. That ended any possibility right there. Because we've seen this with the Nazis and the communists. They get all these civilian volunteers to work for them, and then they take over, and Nazis had the brown shirts. Communists had their useful idiots. So, he makes this promise, and then we cut to a few years later, and what starts happening? The government starts buying up huge quantities of ammunition and guns. Our police departments are being armed with heavy weaponry from the military, which is not supposed to be happening. That's illegal. And like I said, the post office is buying huge quantities of ammunition. DHS, they're all buying guns and ammo. There's a big long list of civilian government agencies that are buying guns and ammo and heavy weapons. Now, do they intend to use them against invaders? Odds are no. And if they're preparing for an invasion, like World War III or something, like Red Dawn, you would think they'd give us some idea. Well, they are preparing for Red Dawn style insurgency, but bear with me. Now, our military is being deballed by Obama. Recently, Obama sent in, this isn't the only thing, but he sent in a ruthless attack dog named Margaret Klein. She's a rear admiral for the Navy, and basically she's there to ferret out anyone who doesn't agree with Obama's policies and kick him out, basically. That's what she's there for. Margaret Klein, Rear Admiral, U.S. Navy. And we've already seen there's been a whole bunch of, like 15 top generals who've been kicked out on a bunch of trumped up charges. But it's basically, it's purges that Obama is doing. Because he doesn't like anybody to disagree with him. So if they disagree with his policies, they're out, and then he gets, puts in lackeys that agree with everything he says, at least publicly. And the same type of thing that Hitler and Stalin did, basically. So our military is being deballed, so we can't expect much help from them. I wanted to get that out there as a lead into what I'm going to say. And Obama says we need a civilian military. Now, problem I have with that is most federal people aren't going to want to kill their neighbors and friends and whatnot. I wouldn't think so. So if he was going to use post office and some of these other agencies for military against people, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, now does it? I mean, ATF would have no problem mowing people down. I have zero use for the BATF. I really despise that organization. DHS, same thing. TSA, same thing. But I don't think they have numbers and the will to be able to go against the American people. So remember, the military is probably not going to help if it does come to a fight. They're not going to be able to help because their top generals are all going to be supporting Obama. This is total banana republic stuff. We're living in a banana republic right now. Now, let's cut to the next thing, which is we have Obama sent out some executive order or something. Says basically if they come here, we're not going to turn them away. So what's been happening is huge floods of illegal aliens from the south. Are you starting to get the picture yet? A lot of them are kids. They're just flooding into the country in unbelievable numbers. They're being bussed in, flown in. Read Red Dawn. Bussed in, flown in. They're streaming across Mexico into this country. One estimate I read was they expect 200,000 of them by the year 2016. Now, these people, unlike our people in civilian agencies in this government, they don't have any allegiance to us. Are you getting a picture here? You see, my speculation is that Obama intends to use these illegals against us. And I don't mean at the ballot box. The conservatives keep talking about ballot box. Let me give you a little clue. Ballot box is meaningless now. Meaningless. You can forget about 2016. 2016 is over. I mean, there is no chance you will get a fair and true election in 2016. None. So there you have it. I think that Obama is basically planning on using the illegals, arming them. They'll be completely loyal to him. He'll arm them, get them on the streets, and try to take us on, the citizens on. Because he wants to be a tin horn dictator. Well, he wants to be full dictator of this country. We have a limp-wristed, furry-faced Congress. Oh, gee. Obama's such a nice guy. We don't dare go up against him. And we don't want to spoil his breakfast. Shit. So the Congress is weak and useless. The military's been being deballed, so in a fight, we probably cannot count on their support. And Obama is bringing in this Red Dawn scenario from the South. This literally is an invasion. It's beyond belief. Do you get the point here? I think he's going to form a civilian army using the incredible numbers of illegals that are just pouring into this country. I think he's going to use it to try to create a full dictatorship here. We've been living in a soft dictatorship and tyranny. I think he's going to turn it into a hard dictatorship and tyranny. These people from the South, they're going to be 100% loyal to him. These are all leftists anyway. And they come from leftist countries. They're coming from El Salvador, Guatemala, what's that one that, Nicaragua, that's the one that the Sandinistas are in. Cuba. And Cubans usually wind up being conservatives when they come here. But they're flooding in now, and as near as I can tell, I think that's what he's doing. So, we've got to do something to seal the border. Get on that fucking border and seal it. Alright? We're gonna have to form a civilian army and seal the border. Well, I don't even know if that's gonna work because he's flying them in too. Whole plane loads of illegals. God help us. If I'm right, it's over for us. We'll be a third world banana republic dictatorship within 2 years. The Constitution is going to be gone. These illegals are being bussed in, flown in Arizona and Texas, and they're streaming across the border. This is an invasion, folks. This is a true Red Dawn scenario. It's just not like it was in the original movie. In the original movie, it was the Russians, and they were backed up by, they had the people from the south, El Salvador and Nicaragua and whatnot, flying into the country on passenger liners, and they took over the country's midsection. That's the original Red Dawn. They took over the United States midsection, and then a bunch of Colorado teens decided to start fighting back. They call themselves the Wolverines. Wolverines! It's serious, folks. You have 2 years or less to avert having the United States become a full dictatorship under Obama. We gotta find a way to seal this up and stop it. Obama's gotta be impeached and removed from office. And we have to get that border sealed now and start deportations. If we don't, you got yourself a banana republic, third world dictatorship right here in the United States. And you folks in Canada, you should be scared too. I'm Artifacts of Mars. Thanks for watching.